Well, yay. Hello. Happy Moon Day, the 2nd of December. Let's put wood in all. Very cold. How we doing? Let's check. Let me see how we're doing. I have some updates to give you. Easy, G-Man to G-Man. How we doing? Jarson, House of G, number 7, Sevance. Are we live, are we? Obviously then, public. G's picked it up. What? I'll wait to see if any others pick up. Look at the thumbnail there. We got Edgar Case's timeline. Oh wow. I accidentally found that prepping for the first chapter with Samfu, Santos, Charlie, etc. What's going on? I found Edgar Case's timeline there. I got a chance to mention that will come out in due course. But what do you mean? Oh snap! Something went wrong. Wait, I'm trying to get onto my channel to find something. It's my internet's having issues. Is it made for kids? All right, let's get into it. Let's ask Hailee Steinfeld. Last night in the bonded warehouse with my slaved pallets, bonded warehouses, we'll get into that in a bit, and slaved pallets. Interesting, wherever I go, I'm slapped in the face with parables, similes, these things that are like, what? Hang on a minute. Bonded warehouses with pallets slaved. Sounds familiar. Everything is repeated in itself. Hailee Steinfeld, I think Starving, featuring Z lyrics, is what I've got up here. And whilst I was looking for that, I'm unfortunately going to bring to you Christina and Parker. I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. 7,095,226 views there. 6,100 thumbs up and 2,000 thumbs down. This doesn't need promoting anymore, but I'm going to give it you. There's 107 comments so far on this. This one is a spin-off, I would say. It's got ABC in the corner, mainstream media narrative of America's best comedy. If I'm correct in that, let me get you the link. This one's going to disturb. Don't watch this with your offspring around. Watch this privately. Conceal the TV and the phonics, all right, from the fam. Where am I? I can't get into my. Let me get into the chat to give you the link. Are we muted? No. Let's do it step by step. Let's slow it down. Hello to the scribes watching, the initiates. I've had 3 hours kip, and I've been taking the mother-in-law, the Queen's mum, my mum-in-law, to the airport. She's on the way back to Magyar homeland safely. I had 3.5 hours kip just to make sure I was suitable for travelling short distance, and she's gone safely. And here I am about to get some more shut-eye for the afternoon. I've cancelled the seminar meeting online, congregation, council with Kevin, and we're going to do that Wednesday at 3. FYI, this Wednesday, 3 p.m, 100%. I accept the responsibility for this intermission in the cast. Right then, here's the link, number 1 from America's Best Comedy, that I'd say you watch on your own, and that will give you my point there. All right, in the warehouse last night, this song came on. I'm going to read the lyrics as it goes through, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. We're going to bear in mind, YouTube, is it made for kids? All right, as I said, I base this channel's morality, output, ethics on comparable, even higher standards than what terrestrial media and cable, radio, all public forms of media display. Our channels and your channels, I know, have high, impeccable morality and ethics standards, and we're being attacked here for information outlay. So touche, let's get the game of chess rolling. The moves and the guns have been pulled out. Now in retaliation and answer and rebuttal to anything, you would now be getting this link that I'm going to read to you. Let's make it fair. The first link is quite disgusting, and not disgusting for what it is, but how they're doing it and what they're doing as a program and an agenda. And that's all I'm going to say. No disrespect to anybody that isn't strictly, what's the word, strictly, yes, you know, the sexuality there. If you are straight and you are something else, I have nothing against you. I'm just wondering if you are truly making that decision, or if you've been programmed, if there is an agenda, if there is a eugenics and depopulation agenda, as others have claimed. Then here is my argumentation and rebuttal for these, what I'm seeing. I love and respect all fam. You know that I have no prejudices. I have no you know, but I have a duty and I have a moral obligation to speak out and tell you when I think you're being played, when your mind. See the publications and the assisted interactive education E11 that we're doing alongside the others, and you'll get where I'm coming from. I have articulate scientific neurological conscious Facebook dopamine and serotonin related things in addition to this. So that's your two links. ABC can get off my screen now, because that's just truly bang obvious what's going on there with this agenda. Link 2 will take you to this page here where I'm going to play. Here goes the lyrics from Starving Hailee Stansfield. Bear in mind, Africa, the time of year that it is. Do you know what I said to my colleague? God help them, bless them. I apologise. You know, Lord, give me strength for Creator. You know, give them strength to put up with me, because when I heard this, my comments was, so if he was in Africa right now, or Syria, or some third world non-Western country with not much of the promises, credits and you know, intrinsic value, and Palestine, etc., the families there and the tribes, and you heard this music and this song, yeah, I'd be heavily disgusted and insulted, because they are truly starving of, like Julian is starving, all right? When we say starving, there's a great umbrella under that, so bear that in mind when I let rip into my colleagues from in the back of a trailer going, am I hearing this right? Is this for real? First we had, I want you to ruin my life. Is it made for kids? Well, get ready for this one. 12 seconds into a 3-minute and 21 video. The first lyrics that are on this screen, you can check them yourself. You know just what to say. Things that scares me. I should just walk away, but I can't move my feet. There's no way I'm singing this one. No way. The more that I know you, the more that I want something inside me's changed. The more that I know you, the more... wait, it went fast. The more I want to... something inside me's changed. I was so much younger yesterday. Oh, so there we go. Let me just pause that. The more something inside has changed, right? That might be a baby. That might be the fact that we have our teenage daughters out there going through a hormonal phase now. Yes, I am a protective, you know, dad here speaking as well. I have boys sired too, and they are more than, you know, men now, of the, you know, realm. They are children of the Creator. Ultimately, my children, sired assets and blood, but they are, you know, considered, you know, of that conscious maturity, majority, etc. And this young ladies, easily influenced, they will mistake their first interaction for love. All right, I know that. I'm not taking the mick. I'm saying it as a concerned dad. They will think these emotions and these feelings are from love, but they're not. They're just reactions from the torus point in the body, the clitoris point, or there's a pyramid of fire there. Yeah, the pyramid means middle fire. What is in the middle of the human body where that torus is contained? Santos, what have you done to me? You know, it's linking in here. So that stimulation around these sensory points of the young teenage raging hormones. All right. And I was so much younger yesterday. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, you were so much younger yesterday. What happened overnight that made you into an instant adult? I wonder what that could be. We continue on. I will keep calm. I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. Now, if you go to that ABC video link I've given you, there's a picture of a woman and what looks like a daughter to me, having it on with a lesbian female interactive affair. I say that with love and respect, all right? And now you think of tasting, all right? I'll leave it there. You're all capable and mentally dexterous of what tasting means when you view it in the context of. I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. Don't need no butterflies when you give me the whole damn zoo. Where are we here? The Zoo of Berlin? Judging by what you're telling me here and the emotions and the feelings that you're getting. If you've got daughters out there, I suggest you consider letting them meet Brother David and let them know that he loves them. I love the sons and the daughters equally, all of you. And this needs to stop. Next paragraph. Order, subconscious. Don't forget the loop that they apply here. The 4x4 rhythms that are mentally attacking the cognitive. And you'll find who's hummed a song that they hate. Yeah, and you find yourself at times of idleness, mental idleness, physical waiting, queuing, humming a song, and you think, hang on, I don't like Saturday Night Wakefield. Da 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 ba ba da 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 da. Da 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 da. I was like, what? How did that get in Wakefield? Get out. Oi, Wakefield, now. Yeah, I was stood at a bus stop and I had Wakefield in my head playing, remember Frank on the Fast Show, that scene there? I'd say, oi, Minogue, now. Wakefield, he actually said Minogue on that one. Check it, rewind it, Fast Show. So, there you go. I've explained that. Catchy loops, all right, so that's how it programs the words attached to the music, the phonics, the resonance, the non-linear, right. By the way you do things to my body, I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. This can be comparable to any relationship. It doesn't exclusively have to be to lady, female to feminine, but that's what ABC have put out there, so that's what I also have commented on. This is going to be for all, hetero and homo relationship affairs there. Next paragraph. You know how to make my heart beat faster. Emotional earthquake. Bring on disaster. Much echoing, I want you to ruin my life there. Why would you want to bring on disaster? Disaster is a reference to what? You hit me head on. That's an accident then, that's a smash, that's a collision. In the universe, when things happen, they collide. There is collisions of. So that's you hit me head on. Got me weak in my knees. Wow, Josh, I need you for some of these words and, silent K's there. K-N-E-E-S, silent K, 11, N, double E, seeking, S, expansion needed. Input, number 2, Johnny, number 5, more data. Yeah, something inside me's changed, she says. All right, something inside you's changed. Your heart, have you had a change of heart, I wonder? I'd like to think it was a change of heart. I was so much younger yesterday. And she's put I-A-Y-E, eh? I captain, A-Y-E, not I, not E-Y-E, yeah? You, as I've been putting E-W-E, and now we've got, in this video, I've given you the links, I, so much younger yesterday, oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what it says. Oh wow. Dads, join me. If you're a dad and this is making you enraged, welcome to my world. Happy to have you not on board, off the board, onto the land, secure in base camp. Are you feeling me? Next paragraph, verse, chorus, etc. I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. Don't need no butterflies when you give me the whole damn zoo. Oh, we heard that 4 pages ago. That's not very original, but there we go. Loop. By the way, you do things to my body. I didn't know that I was starving till I tasted you. This is killing me. Oh, please make it stop. It is hurting me. I take no pleasure in this. Do not be angry. This is just, the way it is. They're non-direct, soft, silent weapons, and they're not very silent either. These ones are the opposite. They're screaming and slapping you in the mental psyche, the cognitive area. And when you go to my blood, to my lineage, it isn't even directly my blood. This is an extended family. We're tribes and we have a duty and obligation. the bar has just been raised, and now, as they used to say to me in Zante, DJ, smash the bar. Lord Mayor of London and the co there, not the Mayor of London and what's gone off there. The Mayor of London is for the London town. Lord Mayor of London, what, knock, knock. These people, messages, contrived, national standards, radio standards. You won't hear Michael Jackson played on the radio because of all the controversy, but yet you get this played on the radio. These are what I would call the new preachers, the priestesses, the House of Gaga, Beyonce, Kesha, and such others. Minaj, Nicki Minotaur age. Choruses back to, the more that I know you, the more that I want to. Something inside me's changed. I was so much younger yesterday. Oh, that's right. You should know somebody before they change. If you can meet someone, they change you. But that's in this way. I didn't know I was starving till I tasted you. Don't need no butterflies when you gave me the damn zoo. Again, I'm sorry about this. I think we'll stop. I'm repeating, starving, do things to my body. You look at the rest of the video. Let's go to your comments. I'll finish. Cutting it short at 2:11. How are we? I'm remaining calm. I'm not angry. We're used to it. It's just now. It's getting very easy to point out and help. Please post this video. I won't put any adverts on it. All the ones that are important and stuff that is verbatim, which I will try to not put adverts on. And remember, it's on auto. For the channel settings, but I'll make sure to take them off, and we'll try and keep it short. Bear in mind the content, please don't be too graphic. I'll have to remove stuff because I've said it isn't made for kids, this one, assets, etc. But it is directly made for them, but because of the topic and how it is, I thought, I'll leave it as this, and we'll see how we go, because I've got direct argumentation for mental manipulation and sinful actions via manipulative, repetitive programming, and now we've got all the evidences we need. So these are the crimes against man that are happening daily that we allow. These are part of the warfare that are on our tribe. This is more of the little stuff, to be fair. This is not really massive, but it's part of the ensemble with the flickering refresh rate, piggyback of signals, certain resonant hertz. There's a video that you all need to see. Again, I'm going to give you this one. I think I put it on Facebook. This is truly outstanding. When I say outstanding, I mean the information contained in here. Some of it is repetitive, but there's good sources, there's good references. It's very well put together. It's a bit like that new sister, whatever it was that I brought you with the Lionsgate. Truly a torrent of articulate, concise, well respected. I have commented on the channel and said on the video, outstanding, thank you. If you're interested in furthermore this kind of topic, subject, and getting articulation, then bear with me and I shall oblige with one of the best documentaries I have seen in some time. And when I say that, I don't say that lightly. The Orchard on Demand, it's had 336,000 views, and it is one of the truly incredible. I give it to you with love, and I urge you, if you've got some free time, that's a joke, but if you can make time to grab this, do so. That's it. And let me just tell you before I go to your comments, and we're kicking the flow. Tag team back again. That's what that was from. What is a bonded warehouse? A bonded warehouse, or a bond, is a building or other secured area in which durable goods may be stored, manipulated, or undergo manufacturing operations without payment of duty. It may be managed by the state or private enterprise. In the latter case, a customs bond must be posted with the government. This system exists in all developed countries of the world. Upon entry of goods into the warehouse, the importer and warehouse provider incur liability under a bond. This liability is generally cancelled when the goods are exported or deemed exported, withdrawn for supplies to a vessel or aircraft, international traffic, destroyed under customs supervision, or withdrawn for consumption domestically after payment of duty. While the goods are bonded in, just think of this as just very broadly, all right. And how I find this and end up in these places with these numbers and words and things and comparables that just set alarm bells and smoke off at 1 in the morning, and I have to express myself to my colleagues, and some of them go, "What?" There are some inmates there on like work trial, and it's truly fantastic the conversations that I've had there. Truly, they're like, "I'm going to watch your channel." They're on here. You'll see some new scribes coming on. So search for bonded warehouses. I'll stop there. It's just it's very interesting. It's very, very funny. And slaved pallets. Okay, what happens is we have a pallet inverter, and that will turn a pallet upside down in a hydraulic clamp. It keeps it all safe. And once it's upside down, you unclamp it, and then you take off the bad pallet, the Euro flimsy pallet, rotten pallet, and the blue Shep GKN system pallet normally, or a different type of hard wood pallet, big, commercial, maritime standard pallet, heavy bulky one, and you just leave that on, or you replace them both and put another one on, and then you wrap it back up, seal it, etc. Once it's come out the inverter. So these are called slaves. When you have a pallet on a pallet, and on top of the second pallet there's the stock, and it's all wrapped up as one, they're called slaved pallets. I'm like, stop it. Okay, so when you have a law and you've got another law on top of it, and you've got a slave law on top of it, wow, it's just, that's how it is in the commercial realms. Another example is you have a roller cage system, and like a lane with lots of rollers on, and you put heavy objects on them, like what they professed to have moved megalithic blocks with on trees. That's a slave system. The trees would roll. Obviously, they're not in a metal frame and fabricated as what we have now, but you have basically a set of lots of trees of logs, connected together with an outside frame, like a big train track. What a train uses, a tank caterpillar system, but not a caterpillar, just rolling metal bars, all encased, and then you put something heavy on that, and you can roll the heavy object with ease, can't you? Rolling bar system. So that's slave and bonded. At this time, it just came out, and I thought the universe, it just likes to slap me in the face at random times and see if I'm paying attention. And I got the chance to preach as well, and bless them. Then that song came on. It's just incessant. I just can't turn it off. I'm not trying to look for stuff. I just wanted to share these crazy things. But that video about resonance, enjoy. I have lots to bring to you, information wise, through the due course. We're in the chat room. Hello. I've said to the G-man, about to go on night shift, me saying, oh wow, yeah. This is happening till about December the 20th, and we're going back to something else. I've just rang the Royal Courts of Justice, and I've got posted on the .com the Master's listings number, and all the Justice Courts, Admiralty, Mercantile, Queen's Bench divisions, and applicable areas of which man might want to look for certain areas of interest. Tommy, about time you went blue. If you don't want it, let me know. There you go, brother. I need to increase the blue man's. Jerry. Thank you for that. It is inappropriate. It's a direct attack on our rights. Our rights are to, it's like this. Somebody says in this documentary, smokers, not everybody decided to smoke. So when they decided to see if smoke were cancer, carcinogenic, bad things happening to man, they tested lots of non-smokers. Roy Castle, a prime example, lung cancer, dying, and that's what speared on a lot of the movement. So if everybody had started smoking, all of the realm, then when they claimed that smoking, this isn't my information, it's someone else's argumentation that was spot on, superb, and fusion of the analysis of the data. And he says there wasn't anybody that was, if everybody started smoking, then there wouldn't be anybody to go against the claim that smoking causes lung cancer and etc. Roy Castle and all the royal that have smoked, and all the ones that have died from cancers, lung-related smoking, second-hand toxic fumes, etc. That one only, then there wouldn't be any bodies to test to see, and nobody would have ever been to court to claim that smoking causes lung cancer. So like with the war and the warfare and the music and the constant attack, if you think about it, those that choose like who was it? Steve Jobs didn't give his family. I don't know this for 100%, but the claims are Steve Jobs, the creator of the end of the world with the iPhone and the technology and the apps and etc. In my opinion, I'm not laying claim to Steve Jobs ending the world, but in my opinion, and he didn't let. The Apple Tree of Life, Tree of Knowledge, what's on the iPad. You know, I'm not just making this up. I've done some research and what's happened comparably since. Exactly. Okay. So he didn't let his family and daughter's son's assets use an iPhone or iPad, and for various reasons. And let's just go smokers, comparable to those that don't use electronic media, Wi-Fi. You know, this video that I've posted you tells you all about the frequency of Gaia, Wi-Fi, Hertz, harmonious, cancer cells, free radical, villages and places that have had mass put up. Then all of the not all of the women, a lot of them get cancer within 6 months of each other. These aren't claims I'm making; these are on the documentary and subsequent other discoveries and disclosures and proofs of, and freedom of informations, and them saying that they've invented technology and not tested it properly, and then you know, releasing it anyway. So enjoy that. You don't have that technology. You keep yourself free from it, but you go to airports and you get scanned and you go into Wi-Fi hotspot zones and so forth. So your body will get these electromagnetic, radiant, ionosphere attacks and so forth. And you've got claims there as well, because there should be areas, it should be lit up, it should be warned. How many times has radio pollution increased since the 1950s or whatever? 10 million times or something? That documentary will tell you what they reckon the amount is. You can't see it. If you could see it, you know, bees not returning, birds having a problem, things dropping in half of numbers. It is truly astounding and staggering. Now we've got some kind of climate change crisis and issue. Well, it's time for a system change, fam. Is it made for kids? Is it made in, you know, whenever you've got commerce and you've got Gaia, love, even common law and equity, they cannot coexist. We have two dimensions here, the red and the blue. We're looking for the green. The liquid crystal display is using the red, green and blue all together to give the ultimate picture. At the minute we've got red and blue, Labour, Conservative fighting over Democrats, Republicans, and we've got like equivalent of peaceful Christian Protestants over here, all assumed as, when we're not, you know, occupation of. So it's not a pretty sight, is it? It's a bit of a mess. Monster 48, you can be blue as well. Bosh, if you don't want it, let me know and I will revoke the blueness. Nice one. Crowns, hearts and prayers, fists. Thank you. I am on a little bit of sleep, but I am highly motivated by this one, and you know how I get. Never knowing what he heard it until the guy's probably put a packet of them in his pocket. Jerry, that is excellent. That is golden. Thank you for sharing that. Bang on. Exactly what I meant. And he paid for that then. So that he didn't mean to, through no fault of his own. He was a victim. Excellent, thank you. Epic, you know that advert with the man in the little hot pants? I was nearly sick, but how many times, you know, did I see that? And I thought, no, the offspring don't need to see that kind of an advert with you walking around in hot pants and stilettos and high heels. Not that I'm objective, it's just if we're going to have rules, then we all have the rules, you know, not just the have-nots. And the elite and the media do what they want, because yes, I know that's the case now, but I just thought, and programming of the word epic, so it does happen, and there it is. Thank you. Oh, incredible. Eric, blessings, greetings, love. Quinn, Lisa, I do believe I sent you an email. Thank you, blessings, for a donation that you gave recently. You answered a prayer some hours later, knowingly or unknowingly, I don't know, but yes, much love to you and thanks to that sister. If you wanted to keep anonymous, I'm sorry, I ruined it. And if it wasn't you, then say no, but it was somebody, Lisa, I believe it was you. Steve H. Sup, hope all are well. Yes, we are more than well. We are being constructive here, and we are pointing out certain things of which I find astounding and contradictory and an insult, very underhand. And like I say, We need to get into this green area of life. You know, the greenness of the grass, the green. I hear a lot of you with the green there. Yes, that green, all greens, herbalists and vegetarians and, you know, microbiologists and etc. The red and the blue and the green. We'll get into this more. Toroidal energy, Terminator. That was Josh X. Well, linear and resonance, non-linear, standing waves. All of this is very applicable. As I said, the language and the science will come out very, very soon. But not yet in good, you know, time within the timeline. Wow, Lisa's got some snow. So you think you're in control? Well, I think you are crazy. A hand from Jesus. You actually ditched the weight there, Tommy. The birth certificate yet, watching a lot of Canadian. I've just rang the Royal Courts of Justice. Ditched. I don't know about ditching. That's not something I would use. A word I would use there. You know, mercantile laws, equity and trust, argumentation within, you know, provisions for cases, claims, controversies. You're effectively requiring the King's Conscience with the jurisprudence of the High Court Queen's Bench area division with a master, and you get your direction there. Ultimately for your life, live claim of life, rights, etc. That's what we're at. Sorry, it's a bit of a delay, Tommy. We've had to what's the word now? All the Americanism and the Canadian and the Australian and the Glosser channel and even the Oxford styles and the Chicago styles and argumentation to say that London Temple BAR are using the Chicago styles and for reasons of not the Oxford styles. We've got a lot of discrepancy. This has to be done word for word verbatim, Tommy, my man. So ditched, no, definitely ditched is I've pointed that out. Moving it from the public to the private, using unauthorising is where we're at, and we're on the cusp of. I hope that helps. Sorry about the delay. It's been a bit of a dicky one, hasn't it? Yes, religion, I explained the other day, Eric, seems to us to have been designed so we could understand the astro-theological zodiac connection of God, Christ-like consciousness, creator, the sun. Somebody created that sun, something, mathematics and the algorithms that we found aren't ours. There's an intelligent design to life, and there's a balance, and there's a yin and a yang. That's not us, but we are it, atom. Thank you. That is my opinion on religion and what we're finding. Göbekli Tepe, Kurdish sheep farmer, kicking a stone. Oh, a 12,000-year-old civilization. Oh, it must have been for rituals again. Hey, it's a ritual. No, it isn't. It's got them bags in it that they've got from the watchers in a certain other place as well. But well done, Jerry. You've said that. Dave of the Pool fam. Have you checked out Kirk's Law Corner and E-Class on Kirk's Law Corner? I've got, they have started sorting out America. No, but I have posted some heavyweight documents about churches and Kirks and certain things on the .com. If you're on there, you'll see there's nearly 300 documents there. Let me get into the library and show you what you've got to look forward to for the princely donation of 25 pence a week for the maintenance and upkeep of. Here we go. I'll get some titles out for you. We have the 5 bundles of the Initiates Guild, Key Competence, Masters, Sovereign, etc. There's a zip file there to get them that G-Star has done, which is 10 megabytes, a princely tiny, just a bit bigger than an old Mega Drive game there, even smaller for some, but here we go. Correcting the error in the authorized signature for the legal foundation identity documents, flowcharts, Josh X, alpha, beta, and monosyllabic gnosis, without prejudice, little format there for correspondence, letters and notices. Do you own your children, assets, princesses? Civil Court Mediation Service Manual version 3, the A to Z Guide to Legal Phrases, non-exhaustive. Equity is the source of all things. The three certainties of trust, and where one we should put and not, well, should and should not put our trust. The end of the Roman cult and its canon law. That's a Franco Collins document with lots of links and references too, because he's getting a bit thin on the ground to get Frankie's bits and bobs. No claim of ownership there. It's just simply sharing the gnosis and the word and the avenues of which we've been down and found some kind of light instead of a dead end. Fully secret and half secret trusts and express trusts. Then we've got self-esteem or self-belief, life mechanics. That's one of the E11 publications that we've done. The Master Guild Key Competence Bundle. UK Home Office Interviewing Suspects 2017, pace 1984 for you to look at. That's very interesting to look at, to be fair. The Borderline Rule, Trespass Private Property Notice, and notice from Kev there, letter even, DWP, HMCTS, Reasons for Late Appeal Notice, October 29. Settled Land Act 1925. There you go, you get the idea. That's just one page within the last month I've uploaded for them, so we're on it and we're looking. It just takes a while. Boo, 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 boo. Green is our colour of love. Oh yes, Anthony, I like that. Yeah, thank you. It was me. She owns up. Sister Lisa, you're a legend. May blessings and good things come to you. Thank you, and much love. Anything I can do, I've said, I will help you with and offer in emails, as I do everybody. But I said any extra little chunks I can get for others that help us, we will help and pass on. It's not all about pennies. We do, you know, that's why we do these casts and say hello. I am good, Reese. Yes, man, I am very good. Tired. Fields hearing is today. What a merry-go-round. Yeah, I'm keeping impartial on that. I'm not saying he's guilty or innocent or anything, but controversies and infringements with your person and claims upon them is where they will get you. It's best to try and keep your person good and know that how things go. I'm sure Field will have no problem, and he should have a lot of backing and support over that side, equivalent of the Santos, Santo, etc. So. You know, it's not equivalent to, but I mean, he's got followers and is knowledgeable, and the backup should be there. You know, like Assange, you'd think the backup would be there. The fact that 60 doctors, 9 years, and etc. international worries me. The London City is not powerful to ignore international human. All three human covenants could be used effectively with a bit of private moving. Should have sorted this out, and I'm just me in the kitchen with 3.5 hours kip. It's not been to a graduation academic outlet, and I'm scratching my head thinking, what? You know, so that's just me. Your input on all of that, let me know. Thank you for letting us know about that, Sister Lisa. Still Earth Journey, grow love, you're going blue. Anthony, you're going blue. Add moderators, Blue Mans, thank you. Showing the love. I need backup support going forward. We want to expand, and I need protection. Attacks are high. The time is nigh, 2020, next year. And you're going to get clarity vision, let me assure you. More than clarity, you're going to hear it. I'm sure it's going to be a resonance rather than a reading, some kind of frequency. I'm going to stop there because, as I've said in previous casts, there is that lady said it best. She said what I was going through, that's what worries me. How could I know that in advance before seeing that video? Who was she? Come on. The Lions Gate portal, yeah, sister there. I was like, hang on, fifth dimension, vibratory portals, photons of light, crystals and whatnot. She's so accurate and concise. I was just so happy, and I wanted to share her words, her channel, and it doesn't matter. I can't think of her name. You know who it is. Kirkswell Corner and E-Claws are helping Field. Good. There you go. Everybody needs a backup. So excellent. How else are we? Anything else to say before we go then? That is the update. any songs you've got, let me know, and yeah, we can compare them, put them in the lyrics. I have given you I Want You to Ruin My Life. I believe it was Zara Larsson, don't quote me, I'm not down with the kids anymore, not at 41, certainly not. So what I'd like to do, oh, TM, hello there with your brackety whatever, Paul Leisure. What's this? What do you do? TacMind, Tactically Minded, Research, Flat Earth, Rainbow Six, Siege, Battle Royale. Oh, I do like Battle Royale, but I'm talking J-horror. I'm talking a certain film that has got a horrific storyline, and Battle Royale 2. I won't give you the producer or anything because I can't think of it now, but they are some of Tarantino's most famous, heralded films, and back in when he made Kill Bills, and replicated some of Bruce Lee's scenes with that lady there, who I can't think of her name now. Wow, because it's Hollywood and non-necessary information. Uma Thurman is what I'm going to offer, if that might be right. And he mentioned upon the making of Kill Bills and the extremities and the far out things that he put you mentally through, and he showed you some real fight scenes of, and he was heralded for that bloodshed, all right, in such a way of old style kung fu. And yeah, he said he liked these films. He got the ideas, the gratuity from the horror Vipco House of Horror, 70s and 80s hacker slasher programming regime, Maniac Cop, what was it, Badge of Mindless Violence, Warriors coming out to play. And he mentioned also Battle Royale, and I went, what are these? Japanese horror, The Eye Was Out, The Ring, Ju-On, The Grudge. And I was like, okay, I haven't seen these. Battle Royale, sick little film there, but just having a look at your channel, seeing what you're into, as I do. You pass. Thank you for that. Church Law, Kirk's Law Corner, that would be church law to me, Scottish for church, Kirk. So, yeah, nice. Thorliot, or Thor's Offspring. Wow, is that right? King of King, I like that. Thank you for sharing. I bid you farewell, much love. Until you, I bid you all farewell. We're off, we've wrapped up. Quinn in with the last comment. Thank you, we will do. Nirvana, research what a Nirvana is. What is a Nirvana other than the band Nirvana that, that man, that famous man was in. It's not famous, it's just renowned for. It was Kurt Cobain, there we go. Good Lord, my memory. This silver water and not drinking tap water is really improving the recall over many years, as you see. And so let's leave it at that. We will be back, and we'll say much love, ciao. Updates via Wednesday.com, emails answered, duties, obligations fulfilled. I'm going to see about Charlie Hangout. I didn't go on to Charlie Freak Sense TV. There was complications and issues, not for points of blame, but it wasn't from my end. Okay, there was a complications that end, so that needs to be rebooked. Premiere with me showing Santos and Sun and Moon on Samfu with Charlie and James. I know most of you will have seen that, but I want to add some commentary when we premiere it, and put some text on the screen to accompany it, to host it here. The first chapter of many chapters, yeah, if we can hold this down, keep the continuum. We have got now, I see my update that I've done the other day with all of the relevant information and the extras in. There's a lot there that is thrown into the mix, and extra we need to pick up on and learn about. But we have our area, that's their desired area of specialist interest there. Santos, Charlie, similar interests, we can cross over, but at some point we have to hand over, let them explain and bring to and propose like they did. So overall I'm very, very pleased. It was very interesting and excellent. I wanted to interject and say a lot more, but I remained, tried to keep the thread. For me to be on the panel with such a amount of love and intelligence, and to be the one keeping the thread, that's remarkable for me. Again, I am excelling myself in some areas. There's a long way to go, but we're on the right track. We are in on and I think we're getting blessed more and more. The strength, the unity, the synchronicity, the syncretism, all right, chronos. Speaking of Thor, we are, you know, at that realm, not to insult, but we recognise and we use. So if that's the way it is, then it seems to be working well, and we have a bounce back from that. Right, good vibrations. Yes. All right, so I'm going to get some more kit now. I am available in the AM for further notice, public notice to all. I might not get to kit straight away, so I do check stuff from 6:30 AM till about 8 AM. I am looking at messages, emails on the .com, so just for FYI, you're looking to find, it does tell you who's online when on the .com and recent ones and whatnot, so you can navigate through. I am up to date with messages, notifications, 95%. I've had some serious stuff happen here, personal, private, transition onto the nighttime clock, etc. Full of excuses, AD, aren't I? Yes. Always got an excuse, always got an answer, but no, I'm not perfect. I heard him say something today about man and needing to be corrected and wanting to be corrected, and egos and stuff to a side. It's how we learn. Fail big. See the video that I found by Denzel Washington, I think, to some university students about failing and trying and cutting through to them, and what he did and how he was told when he was younger he was going to travel the world and X, Y and Z, and he wasn't too well set up, he didn't have a great family set up, and he ended up traveling the world and spreading a message, and he was now at the University of the alumni, illuminaries, alumni, and he was telling them what go on, and I was like, wow, I'm not saying I support everything Denzel has done and where he is and, you know, Hollywoodland, etc., but he, like Jim Carrey and Dave Chappelle and others, have got messages to say, whether they fall on coherent, willing, conscious minds or not, with the tetragrammatons and the tesseracts floating around. We'll see, but much love, thank you. The messages are coming thick and fast, and I will say much love. Ciao for now, blessings, update soon, and keep up the self-governing, self-initiate, loving, you know, way that you operate and do your deeds, and hopefully, like I say, I'll have some good news very soon. Keep them peeled. Ciao, bye.